Welcome into the True Bants Flame. You hit repeat.
No, I shut it off. Dang it.
We botched it, but it's the 4th of July. That's the point. Welcome into True Bants, as disorganized as ever.
It's us, yeah.
We were originally gonna have Chaos here, but Chaos had work, so that's kind of unfortunate. But you still got us.
Yeah.
But happy
Hopefully
4th
still
of July, everybody.
Yeah. Happy 4th, everybody.
I hope you enjoyed the slideshow. Me and Trucker worked very hard on that. It took us an hour.
Yep.
So what's new?
Work.
I don't know how political we're allowed to get, but man, things have been happening.
Yeah. Or we'll leave it at that. I think everybody knows what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what we're talking about.
A couple of shocking things coming out of SCOTUS.
Yeah, let's try not to get too political, please.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
We'll leave it at that. The
shocker.
The Supreme Court's been getting wacky with it, and the debate also got wacky with it, and that's about that.
Yeah. Oh God, don't fall.
No, I've waited a long time to say it, but Supreme Court based ?
Oh jeez.
I wouldn't say that.
I don't know, man. Getting rid of Chevron deference and presidential immunity in one whack. Pretty damn strong go. Pretty damn strong showing to me.
Uh,
I'll leave it alone now.
It's been... I don't know what's going on in my computer room, but it is hotter than Africa in here.
You need you a mister.
I need to
praise the rains.
Get one of those teeny tiny fans to put under my desk. Well, yeah, like I said, we were supposed to have Chaos here. Work happens, that's the way she goes. One of these days, if Martin's willing, we might have him on here. That would be interesting.
Very.
I'm not sure if him and Flame have talked, but last I checked, they were impressed that Flame was able to write up the Call of Cthulhu thing so fast.
We have talked. We have talked indeed. Martin knows exactly what I'm doing without submitting all the spoilers. I gave him like the most in-depth without spoiling it for him, because as Martin told me, he still wants to watch the story and be surprised by what we do. So he likes what I gave him.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell him everything's above board without saying everything that's going to happen. I mean, that's pretty easy to do. I've been doing that with you for months.
Yeah. Yep.
It is a very tough art to work on, but it's effective. So as you'll hear us discussing in episode 39 of True Realms, we got a little busy with ordering stuff off of Kraken Dice. Their deals are too good to pass up on.
Oh God, yes they are.
It's ridiculous. We collectively bought over $1,500 worth of stuff, but it ended up being like 3/4 of that of actual money spent because of those deals. It's special. Trucker, are you still alive?
Yeah. Been here the whole time, bud.
You've been awful quiet. Flame keeps muting.
I don't want to admit how much money I spent.
I'm not admitting to anything.
Like I really don't. I don't want to admit to it. The fact that I went back a second time.
Yeah, you were the fat kid at the buffet. You went back for seconds.
Yeah.
Your second helping was bigger than your
I got
first.
I got kind of screwed out of the freebies though.
Did you?
Yeah, the first order it didn't give me like the one freebie that I really, really, really wanted,
I'm excited to
which
get.
was the
Oh yeah, the
it,
silicone.
it was the Silicon D20. That I went out of my way and I was like, I want.
Should have just told me that. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with mine. I would have just sent you mine.
Oh, you didn't get the silicone D20 though. I'm sorry, man.
No, you did after the second time.
And I did
Yeah,
the second time.
yeah, but still, I mean, the first time, did you not hit the amount, or like what happened? You know?
No, I more than got the amount. Um,
The first time?
it yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if
I,
anybody's
I'm
more sure of anything, it's Trucker. He
I,
double and
I'm
triple checks
more
everything.
I'm more than spent enough to get it the first time. It just didn't give it to me.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. Must have been like I don't know, glitch or
It's
something on
alright.
their side.
If they catch it, they'll probably send you two.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Unfortunately, when this comes out, I think their deal will be over, won't it?
No, everybody will have a day left.
Well, if you watch this
Uh,
before the deal's over, folks, go and buy from them because they got some good products.
Because I'm gonna have this up for Wednesday, so
Oh,
they've
nice,
still
nice.
got. I think they extend the deal a day after the holiday, or like 12 hours after. Sometimes.
usually.
Yeah, because of time zone stuff. Ugh.
Yeah, gotta love. Man, I wish they would have. I wish they would have responded to my request for sponsorship. I knew they
Yeah,
wouldn't.
yeah, we're not big name enough for them to even, I think, give us the time of day,
Probably
which is
not.
understandable.
But after King Trout taught me about the free money button, here's to hoping.
Yeah, I think that's gonna help us a lot. Just in like, here's a tag so they know where to put it.
Yeah, that's the whole point. The free money button, if you're somebody who makes YouTube content, make sure you enable channel tags.
Yes.
I actually was thinking about going and adding two more to our channel, even though it's technically too many. They recommend about seven, but
What
I was gonna
what
put
would be?
background or sleep and study, because that's how TW King's daughter found us, was through trying to find something to listen to in the background for studying.
Yeah,
So
that's not a bad idea. A lot of the D&D stuff, like a lot of the D&D Pathfinder Cthulhu stuff, I listen to. It's background stuff for me too.
I'm one of the few that just sits down and watches.
Yeah, like it's a good show, but we're running 3-4 hours of content here, and we're not the most thrilling group. I can say that wholeheartedly. So it's not bad to have us as background, just background stuff too.
Yeah, we get thrilling. We have time to get thrilling.
Yeah, we have moments, but You're not gonna be like edge of your seat, nail biting. Oh my god, everything's going so fast, 24/7.
That's fine by me.
Yeah,
That gets old. It's oversaturated.
yeah.
Things like that can get old a little quickly.
It seems to
Yeah.
be like the Hollywood and Netflix standard at this point.
Yeah, and it's kind of why Netflix's stuff's been getting really boring. And
Yeah, when everything is edge of your seat and suspenseful, well, suspense loses all meaning.
yeah,
It's just like those adrenaline junkies that end up, doing crazier and crazier things because the adrenaline ain't hitting the same.
yeah, yeah.
They go from parachuting out of perfectly good airplanes to doing halo jumps, which is basically the same thing, but waiting until they're about to be a new landmark on the landscape.
Or that
I
one, there's that one idiot who decided to test the effectiveness of the backup parachute, so he jumped out, launched his parachute, and then grabbed a flare gun and shot his parachute with it so he could
what?
deploy the second one. Yeah, you didn't see that?
No! What the no!
He wanted to see if the secondary was effective.
No!
That's what he decided to
No!
do.
This.
None of us.
Ugh.
You're acting like one of us did it.
I know that just. I don't have a fear of heights anymore. I got over it. I worked through it, but that would put the fear right back in me. If I watched someone, God, if someone did that to me, like I'm out, it's my first time ever fucking skydiving. Like, hey man, let's go test your secondary shoot. What? Shoot my parachute with a flare gun. I'd freak the fudge out, man.
I'm not. I'm not so much scared of heights as I am cliffs and man-made structures, particularly ladders. I really do not trust ladders. Not a fan.
Yeah, I don't blame you, dude.
I have to trust what is pretty much the equivalent of a sleep deprived, drugged up teenager to go, yep, that ladder is solid, that's ready to be sent out to stores, and then I have to trust that the people shipping the ladder did a good job and took care of it, and then I have to trust that the people stocking the shelves did not do something to that ladder, and then I have to trust that I've stored it properly. It's no thank you. I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
I get that they're big solid objects and all that, but so what?
Didn't seem to have much of a problem with the ladder at my house.
Yeah, but that thing was massive and built like an elephant. That thing was the most solid ladder I've ever seen in my life. Though I was not thrilled. I was just trying to keep it together, and I was having more of a problem with trying to get weird beef gunk off of your ceiling than I was worried about the ladder falling.
What?
Yeah, well, hang on. Context.
Yes, I
My
could have
my
some context.
poor old Harley had to have some teeth pulled. So we were basically like blending up raw beef and kibble, making like a puree out of it so he could just, lap at it. And dad was like warming it up a little bit, and he pulled it out of the microwave and dropped it. And it was in a little like Tupperware container, so it does what most, liquid solids will do, and it cavitated and then catapulted itself up onto the ceiling.
Yeah, that would.
And
Turned into a volcano.
my dad could have gotten on the ladder, but he had,
Just broken
a
his
foot.
leg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had on a brace on his leg, so he couldn't do it. The
I
ladder
remember.
ain't built. The ladder ain't built for me.
My girlfriend is also
So
2 feet tall, so that just left me. She's gonna yell at me
Mayor
for that one.
Yeah, I was about to say, dude, she's gonna yell
Dude,
at you.
I say it all the time. It's the way she goes.
Mayor did me a big solid, and
It was no
you
trouble at
know
all.
climbed up the ladder and then basically stood on my countertop and
Aw.
cleaned it.
It was
What
the
are, what are best friends for?
it was the best help I've ever had in a scenario. Trucker and my girlfriend both are the greatest helpers I've ever had in real life doing something. My girlfriend and
Mhm.
I can build furniture without screaming at each other, which nobody else can claim. As Trump would say, we are the greatest relationship ever. There's no one better. That's what I said, the best ever. And Trucker is also very good at maintaining the ability to hand stuff to me when I need it.
Alrighty.
As long as somebody listens to everything I say while I'm doing something, yeah. If you want to help, you gotta listen to me. Otherwise, I'm gonna start yelling.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I should probably acknowledge that in episode 39, this I won't get into why, so there's no spoilers, but I end up yelling at somebody pretty vocally, and that will make it into the final cut of the episode because I'm not editing things out. But as TW has mentioned, there has been too much interrupting, and Flame has been handling the interruptions, and for the most part, people have kind of just ignored Flame being nice, so I said that I would not be so nice, and people will be eating their vegetables in public for it, and everybody agreed to those terms. So I want to get that out there now. That's your warning. In 2 weeks, I'm going to yell at somebody for ordering the vegetables.
Yeah, we got some interesting comment. The few times my temper rose when I was interrupted, so I've decided to drop the anger about it and just be the nice guy and leave the attitude, so to speak, to Mayor.
Yeah, I don't care if you yell at me for yelling at people. It's not going to affect me. It does not bother me one way or another. I'm happy to have fans, but I'm not going to change who I am to have fans, which I think is fair.
What he said.
Oh, what was that?
What? What's the matter?
I don't know.
My
You made
is my
some
audio going bad?
you made a sounded like you were snapping a belt next to your mic.
No.
It was very loud.
Gunshots rang out like a bell. All I could hear
No
was
one.
shells falling.
No one's shooting fireworks off yet in my neck of the woods, so I think we. I don't think so. I don't know.
You snapping your belt at somebody, trying to intimidate?
I'm wearing gym shorts right now, dude. I don't wear a belt if I unless I absolutely have to.
Yeah, same here. Which
I
is
wear
at
one
work.
for work.
Yep, work.
Yeah, I wear like here's the thing. Me at work and me at home wear completely separate things. If I'm not working, I'm in lounge like I'm in my lazy attire.
I don't know. If I did not have a uniform to wear, I would dress exactly the same. Jeans and a t-shirt. I don't care.
Yeah,
Jeans,
I gotta
shorts.
agree with you.
I've never understood the whole fashion thing.
Yeah.
If I'm by myself, it's basketball shorts, no shirt. But if there's people present, basketball shorts, and a shirt.
You wearing them? You wearing them gym shorts too, bud?
There's a difference between basketball shorts and gym shorts.
And
Yeah,
do tell us what the
no.
difference is.
The length of the leg.
Oh, that's true.
Basketball goes what to? Crap, I can't think of it now.
Basketball goes to the knee.
Mm-hmm.
Gym shorts are not something a guy my size should ever wear.
Well, you don't want to show off
Ever.
your pale legs.
You don't want me to do that.
Yeah.
The beacons are lit. Gondor calls for aid.
Sad thing is, I think I'm paler than you, bud.
I'll
Ladies,
take your word for it.
ladies, neither one of you look like you have ever seen the sun. You both look like Victorian princesses to me.
Love you too, man.
You guys look like you were born in a closet and ushered into a cave as quickly as possible.
That's fair.
That's
Not everybody can be Mediterranean.
fair.
Not everybody can have that, that golden olive complexion, I think is what you're saying.
Yep. You
So
guys
you
got it.
guys,
Oh, what's up?
I know you were gonna say something.
No, it sounded like you were going to answer my question, so I'm thrilled.
I was not gonna answer your question. I was actually gonna ask my own question.
Yes, which would have answered my question, so go.
Are you guys doing anything exciting for the 4th of July besides setting fireworks off, or are you not setting fireworks off?
I have
Mm.
the
My
great
brother in Christ, I'm working.
the great state in which I live in has been cursed the third year in a row, so I will not be lighting off fireworks because there's too much dry patches, and I don't want to set the neighbor's house on fire. And every time I've tried to set off fireworks, I have almost started one forest fire. I have almost burnt down an abandoned building next to me, and then I have almost burned down my neighbor's yard, so I've given up on doing fireworks. But I will be doing the thing that George Washington requested of us when he got inaugurated as our first president, which is having a Big Mac meal with a Coke.
Nice. My town is currently in a water conservation mode, so they're not allowing people to use their money. They're not allowing people to use their water after a certain time of the day. So they're currently on a hey, you may or may not get to shoot fireworks off because we don't know if it's going to be wet enough to fire it off, which has caused some problems in the town.
Laughs in Great Lakes region.
Yeah, we got a lot of people who are really mad about that and are just shooting fireworks off anyways.
Well,
And I don't know about
when I
you guys.
was,
Our city, you're not allowed to shoot off fireworks until the 2nd, July 2nd. That's the first day you can start shooting off. And we've had people been shooting off since the day before yesterday. So yeah, we've had some problems.
when I lived in Fort Collins, fireworks were against the law.
No shit.
In city limits, like you cannot shoot them off. And if you get caught shooting them off, you're in trouble.
Yeah,
So,
this is the first year in a while that we haven't been under a drought this time of year, but there is still so much dry grass just sitting around that I don't feel like doing it Plus, the economy ain't what she used to be, so I can't afford it even if I wanted to. That's just the way she goes. What about you? You doing anything?
No, I'm working. I'm getting that holiday pay.
Yeah, it's just as good.
Yeah, it's basically all the old timers got seniority and they want it off. Okay, you can either you can take the day off and get no pay, or you can come work and get double pay. I'm like, I'll just work and do double pay.
You can drop another, with that kind of pay, you can drop another six figures at Kraken Dice. Not sponsored.
ha! Ha! Shut it! Shut it!
By six figures, we hope he means, 4 digits with a decimal and some cents.
I was
Yes.
surprised that they didn't do another like All America line.
Well, they did, but it was sold out.
Oh, they didn't even list it when I went and looked. I got my America dice in a mystery set, so I'm set.
The American dice, the red, white, and blue dice, and all that stuff. It was sold out, and I was like, no.
Yeah, it was sold out for me too. So
Yeah, I
And
must have
they
just missed them.
like the dice that they were really pushing that unfortunately got sold out too was their I think it was their coffee sets. It's like mocha, cappuccino, s'mores, stuff like that, and I was like,
That was sold out for you? They had them back in stock when I was looking.
when I was ordering them, I was looking at them, and they were completely sold out.
I almost bought them because I thought that they were designed like a map, and I got all excited, and then I started reading the title, and I was very upset.
Hey, nah.
I saw the color and the letter M, and I got really hyped, and then I was very upset.
You know what got me really hyped over the weekend here? So I told you I hit a scratch tick and I won a couple grand off of it, so I got a little cash out of it.
Yeah.
I paid off a couple bills, and then I saved my money and I went on my the Switch's Nintendo store, and a game that I've been wanting went on sale, and its bundle went on sale. I don't know if you guys know Mega Man Battle Network.
I do not.
Uh, I played the original. I played the first one back when it came out originally for the DS and stuff. I liked it because if you know Mega Man, this is one of the variants of Mega Man where it's a card system one where your cards are your different powers or attacks. You're playing in a horizontal battlefield and it's turn based with a card for powers and defense. And I like it. I do.
The only thing I know about Mega Man is the South Park episode about Cartman's birthday party.
I don't think I ever watched that one. What was that one about?
I don't really remember what it was about, but basically the main problem of the episode is Cartman designated a bunch of Mega Man things that he wanted to have everybody buy him, and nobody would buy him the yellow Mega Man. And that was the only one he needed.
Yeah, no. I mean, Mega Man stuff can get expensive.
I was more amazed that anyone bought him anything at all.
Well, they're still friends with them no matter what, which makes me laugh my ass off. Someday.
I would argue that they're not as much as you might think.
No, it's not a friendship that they like. It's that friendship of, well, we kind of need them to make the group work.
Yeah, they proved that in the last season that aired.
Well, did you see what was the movie where it's like if if Cartman leaves the town, he has a great life, and everybody else has a terrible life. But
That
if
was
Cartman stays in town, he has the shittiest life, and everyone else has great lives.
that was the pandemic special.
Yeah, like they basically proved it. Cartman's fucked if he stays in the city.
The biggest twist of that episode was Cartman was Jewish.
Yeah, I was like, of all the things you're gonna do, you're gonna have what he hated the most be what he becomes. All right.
Well, it makes sense. The person who voices Cartman is Jewish.
Yeah. Yeah.
One half of the people that make the show that
Are Jewish.
yeah. I think that's Matt Stone is Jewish.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me.
Not practicing though, I don't think.
I have no idea. I never looked.
They have entirely too much fun making fun of religion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is very true.
Then again, I mean, hell, I am technically religious, and I have tons of fun making fun of religion too. So,
Oh, you have to be able to take a joke with the ideology. If you can't even take a joke about your religion or ideology, it just seems like you're too stuck up, I guess is the way to put it.
To me, it's jokes are jokes. Blasphemy is blasphemy.
Yeah. I mean, know the line too. Don't be that person who's like, "Oh, I'm gonna, make a joke." Well, it's talking complete blasphemous on your job.
The only religion that's worth making fun of and deserves no respect is atheism.
it's not a religion.
It really is though, because it functions exactly just like a cult, especially on the internet. You even hint that you are Christian, especially Christian, but if you say that you're part of any religious group, boy, do the tears and the salt start flowing. Actually, you're stupid because that doesn't exist, and science and all this, that, and the other, and atheists just lose their minds. I have met a bunch of them personally, and they are a religion. They lose their mind if you do not believe what they believe. If they are so content being correct that there's nothing, then it shouldn't bother them if you're wrong.
Mm. I was never that
No, I
type,
can't
I
argue.
guess. I was militant in my atheism once upon a long time ago, but I was never that bad.
Yeah, I mean, you see it on. I mean, of course, the internet's a cesspool, but I mean, you see it everywhere. If you mention religion in any form, there are some atheists that's like, actually, science. They get super, super upset all of the time, and it's ridiculous. It started out as the ideology of not having a religion and became a cult as soon as the internet was created.
Well, I guess that's one thing you could say for religion is they didn't need the internet to become a cult. Ooh.
Ooh, you're so edgy. R/3 edgy 5 me, am I right?
Yeah.
That was a that was a very I'm 14 and this is deep moment.
Not wrong.
I don't know.
Gauze, are you not wrong?
Half of our content has been I'm 14 and this is deep.
I mean, yeah.
Just have to go hard in the pain of the shower thoughts,
No, we're not doing shower thoughts. That's ridiculous.
or,
Look,
hits blunt.
It's blunt. What if What if toaster is not toaster? It's just oven with toaster parts. Shut up.
Yeah. We already had the shower thoughts between Hoax and Zolo when they were popping the angel wing.
Yeah, it was stupid. That was, and then it's okay to spoil this because it's out of context, but we got Meth Man Hoax in the latest episode. Meth Man Hoax and his merry gang of pyromaniacs. Flames. I try to play normal characters, and then Flame sets me up for making friends with the most degenerate scumbags.
Well, you just pull it. I'm not gonna lie, you pull it out of me somehow. It's like I need something a little crazy. Okay, I'll give you my crazy.
Yeah, I did request because Flame asked me what kind of person I want to be fighting in the naval battle. That'll be airing Saturday when that gets discussed. We were kind of talking about it in the last episode, I believe, but I just told him I want the most psychotic, awful person that you can create because at this point that's just kind of been on brand. So
You asked, yeah,
make it as
you
on
asked
brand as
for it.
possible.
You asked for it, so I'm like, okay, you get Hubba Bubba.
I like Bubba. He's a good guy.
Like you get Bubba Hubba or whatever. I can't remember what I put right now. Like you get Bubba. You
You
get
just
my
called him
cat.
Bubba.
Yeah,
No, he had a secondary title to the name.
you never
I
told it to us.
The guard said it, or no, not the guard. The mayor said it one time, I think.
The governor.
Yeah, the governor. Which TK, I think TK posted it on that episode. Yeah, I mixed up the governor and the magistrate. The governor was supposed to be a dude, and the magistrate was supposed to be the woman. I got them mixed up, and I just ran with it.
I actually like it better this way.
Yeah, I do too. I does work for what I want.
The characters fit better.
Yeah, I think it does because the magistrate seems just kind of like the old judge who's been doing this for forever, and he's just here to, do his job and go home. But he's a friendly enough fellow.
I caught the mistake, but I'm so used to you kind of making weird split-second changes that I have stopped mentioning them.
Yeah,
I know that. Actually, I can't mention that one just yet. That hasn't aired yet. That's airing Saturday. You made a. You changed one of the NPCs' names 4 times.
which one?
I'll I'll type it out. That one you changed 4 times.
Yes, I did change her name like 4 or 5 times. I know exactly what you're talking about. I forgot too many times. I can't remember what her name was now that I think about it. I mean, she is. It doesn't really matter because they've changed it, but
Yeah, it's a nightmare for my notes. I think I'm one of the only ones that takes proper notes.
yeah. To be fair, half the people don't take the notes, so I stopped caring as much. And then in one game, and then one session, I literally named everybody.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
I'm sorry. My sleep schedule has been really out of whack as of late because my work has been having me run nights, and I haven't been getting good sleep because of it. So,
Oh yeah, it's not easy, I'm sure.
oh God knows. So now it's like I'm in sleep exhaustion mode, and I'm making stuff, and it's like I showed my notes to a good friend of mine. She plays D&D and Pathfinder and Cthulhu and stuff, and she was looking at it. She's like, "Are you drinking again?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "This is the same stuff you came up with when you were pounding a bottle a night." I'm like, "I'm not. I'm just sleep deprived."
Terrible.
Yeah.
That's alright, I'm sure you guys are gonna screw up my notes.
I mean, one of the things I've always learned is don't don't write so much that you're expecting to like predict what your players do, because oh gods no, they're gonna do something that you're not expecting.
That's not true. I was able to predict most of you guys the one time I ran a story. That one didn't air, but yeah, I had you guys all pegged all of Kathos.
Fair enough. You can predict it better than me, man.
I will say I did not have any kind of. I had no idea what the hell was going to happen in the Frigid North one shot. That all of that took me by lots and lots of surprise.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. Like that's the thing you got to be ready for. That's gonna happen more than people think. You're gonna get things where it's like you're not expecting it. And people are gonna do things that you don't want them to do, or things you didn't expect them to do.
Trucker muted. I was going to bring up infomercials again. That was a great tangent last night.
Yeah, those were hilarious. Like, don't get me wrong. That the infomercials the other night had me laughing with just how, because that brought me back, man. Like that really brought me back to my childhood.
Yeah, I used to wake up insanely early all the time when I was younger, so I've watched all of them.
Oh, what one was your favorite? Like, what is your favorite one?
Mm, the Shirley Temple one.
Oh, the Shirley Temple one was always good. I remember the get a piece of this American history classic
Oh yeah,
as you're buying what are those coins called?
commemorative coins.
Yeah, the commem the
Commemorative. It's a stupid word.
yeah, same as Colonel.
The C word coins.
Commemorative 99% silver or
Yeah,
gold coins.
and then it changed to 99.999% because for whatever reason they thought the extra three nines would really have people picking up that phone.
Hmm. I remember. I don't remember when this was, but I remember when I was. I think this was back in maybe middle school or high school when they had do you remember like buying the custom Boy Scouts of America memorable knife?
Yeah, I remember that one.
I was like, shouldn't you have to be a Boy Scout to get that? It's like, no, you can buy it from us.
Yeah, all the goofy commemorative memorabilia, whatever the hell, plates, knives, bowls, leather jackets, jean jackets, pants, patches, coins, all stupid, all
Oh yeah,
ridiculous.
because apparently Boy Scouts was liquidating a little bit.
I will tell you this though, the infomercials I hated the most are the dumb ones that are like, "Are you feeling sluggish?" and it's all these weird like testosterone fueled ridiculous powders, and it's like, these aren't gonna work. You're gonna get hives.
Oh yeah, I know exact. I remember that, dude.
Yeah, the
That was
goofy
forever ago.
pre-workouts before they just put pre-workout in grocery stores like normal people would have.
Yeah. Well, because here's the thing, it's not even regulated. It's really not. People don't realize that.
I don't think people are ready for the conversation of how little things are actually regulated, period.
Oh God, no. It's like people are like, oh, like no, it's not.
It's just like I was saying with the ladder. Yes, there are rules, there are laws, and you will get in trouble for breaking the rules and the laws, whether you're fired or fined or imprisoned, but you have to trust that somebody is going to care enough to uphold those things. You cannot trust some minimum wage employee to give a shit "Oh, I sneezed into the powder again. Ah, there's fire underneath here. I'll take care of it."
It's fine, Jerry. Nobody cares.
I mean, they got people wiping their noses on their jackets while they're packaging shredded cheese, so
Yeah.
it's just regulations are just there to make you feel better.
Yeah. And they're like, no, there's total. It's like, no, there hasn't been regulations since I couldn't even tell you when.
Well, I mean, the regulations that are upheld are great and they do work, but the ones that are, there's just a bunch of them that are made up and people don't do anything about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, how many procedures do you have at work that you ignore that you are told if you don't do them you'll be fired? Most of them. And that's everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, there's a limit to what you can and can't do and what you're willing to do, and there's only so much.
Well, I don't. Oh, Trucker's finally unmuted.
The
This is a.
ones,
Oh, go, man. This is perfect.
the ones where they present a problem that nobody has.
Yeah.
Are you tired of the sheets touching your legs at night while you
The
sleep?
infomercial. Okay, I thought you were talking about regulations. This is even better.
Nah, I'm muted because I had to go to the men's. And y'all don't want to hear that. I heard everything you said though. It's it. My favorite infomercials are the ones that are like, here's a solution for a problem that doesn't exist.
I like the clearly scam products the most. Like, this is a problem that may or may not exist, and here's our solution. And it either infinitely complicates the problem or there's no way it works as advertised.
Oh,
Like there was one back in the day before house phones went the way of the dodo. It's like, are you tired of holding the phone up to your head? Well,
Yes. I love
here's
that
this,
one.
spring tension piece of plastic that will hold it to your head,
Yep.
leaving your hands free to do other things. And I'm like,
I remember that. Yeah.
That's a
who the
great
fuck
one.
has this problem?
Old
The
people.
other one, the other one I just mentioned was, are you tired of the sheets touching your legs while you sleep at night? And it's like,
What
no,
else are they supposed to touch, my man?
And there's a simple home solution to that if you don't like it. Put a pillow between your knees and
Yep.
call it a day.
There. So put down a plastic
no,
plastic sheet.
no. See, you're not understanding. They make a thing
Oh
that's
no.
literally just like a plastic scaffold frame thing that lifts the sheet up. So you're underneath the sheet, but it's not touching you.
I hate that.
I hate that. That makes me mad.
It's,
That makes me unreasonably angry.
and it's literally pitched as a, are you tired of the sheets touching your legs when you sleep at night? I know the people that they're marketing it towards. It's people with nerve damage like me. But even I don't hate that. It's like, hell, I have a weighted blanket.
Yeah, weighted blankets are nice.
I don't know why. There's just something about sleeping under a 20-pound blanket that just makes me sleep a little bit better.
I wish I could sleep under 20 feet of ice.
But no,
Hey,
like my
Mayor, do we need to talk?
Yeah, I hate when the indoors is hotter than Africa. I want the indoors to be colder than Antarctica. That's the discussion.
hate
I do not wish to be literally under 20 feet of ice and die. I want 20
He
feet of ice surrounding me so
he
that I'm freezing to death while I'm trying to sleep.
he
Okay.
hated it at my house the week he was here because we were keeping it cool in the house, but the front bedroom where my dad was sleeping at the time is colder, so my dad, in an effort to counteract the efficiency of my air conditioning, had a heater going.
No, he only did that. He only did that the last night. So the most crucial night that you need to sleep, which is before a flight that you have to get up at 2 in the morning for because of our positioning to Denver International hellhole. Oh man, that I went and slept on the couch for all of 20 minutes.
It's just it made me feel awful.
And of course, we had jambalaya that night, so my stomach was on fire. Besides, so I'm sitting there pounding on Neprazole,
Oh no!
trying to
Oh
trying to not catch on fire. I took two of them and it didn't make a dent. That was a good time. And then of course, being up at 2 in the morning, there's nowhere to go get any breakfast, especially before a flight. So by the time I uh hit the town that I needed to get home, I told my mom who was picking us up, I'm like, we're going to stop at the nearest Burger King. I'm going to give you all the money in my wallet, and you're just going to keep ordering food until this money runs out.
no! Oh no!
Oh, it gets worse. So I get an hour and 20 minutes of sleep. Have to travel over a whole time zone. I have to navigate my least favorite airport and then go to the weird liminal horror that is the modern just vomit that Minneapolis airport is. And I haven't eaten anything. And then after I finally eat more food than I'm comfortable admitting to because I felt even worse after that, I still had to drive another 45 minutes in addition to the 45 minutes I had already driven to get home because my town does not have a store that is good enough to buy birthday presents, and it was my grandma's birthday. So we had to go. We It was a big travel day. I was like, please make this stop. When I got into Denver International Airport, it had occurred to me that I had a new problem. I certainly had never tried to leave an airport before when I got there the first time, but I never tried to enter Denver International Airport either. So I didn't know where the hell TSA was, so I was already planning on how to walk home or rent a car or ask Trucker to pick us up at his big rig and drop us off as close as he could when he returned to work. I hate that airport so much. I'll put it to you guys like this. I hate Denver International Airport as much as I hate Lars Ulrich.
Oh my! You certain?
More than
He's got a hate boner for Denver International.
if
The only thing he likes about it is the demon horse. And
yeah, Demon Horse is dope.
Alrighty,
If I could get
I can't.
if I could get the guy who commissioned the Denver International Airport and Lars Ulrich in a room, my legs would be broken from kicking them both in the nuts over and over again. That's my dream. If one of you guys could get me a chance to kick either one of them in the nuts, I'd be thrilled.
remembering what I hate the most about this boss fight.
Oh yeah,
What are you?
truckers.
What are you playing?
Kingdom Hearts.
Which one?
Final Mix.
Ooh, I told you what I'm playing, right?
Yeah, Mega
But
Man.
Battle Network.
I'm still playing Elden Ring, still going through the DLC. Probably completed the two most irritating boss fights in the entire DLC.
That's good.
The one pisses me off so much because there is no reason that I shouldn't have been able to do it in 2 tries.
Which one? Which one?
I don't remember her name, but I can look it up. It's the centipede lady.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Her name is Romina, Saint of the Bud.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Which I think Chaos is going to have to end up suing FromSoft because if there is a Saint of the Bud, it's our boy.
He's a warp dude. He's a chaos war priest, though. I don't think it counts.
I don't know, man. If there is a Saint of the Bud, that
you can be both.
yeah,
I don't know.
it's like having a split personality.
True. What the fudge is that?
Well, we're about to hit the hour mark in 2 minutes. Do we want to push it another 30 minutes, or are we ending it in 3 minutes here?
I'm fine ending in 3. I'm fine pushing it. What do we want to talk about?
Yeah, if we can come up with a solid topic, I'm willing to go another 30.
I do have a question for y'all.
Yeah.
Because we've been, pushing it back and forth and contemplating it a little bit here and there. Do we want to invite Mr. Martin Mancini to the Call of Cthulhu games?
Personally, I don't know if that would be. No, it would actually just simply not work. Not with the time
Yeah.
that we play, it just isn't going to function.
Alrighty.
Not with the guy's work schedule, it isn't.
Yeah, I figured. I know you've talked to him about it, so I just was wondering.
Plus, that's a lot of materials that we have because we spent too much money on Kraken Dice, but I don't know if they've spent too much money on Kraken Dice.
Yeah.
I can get away with it. I had a graduation, so I had a little money to put towards it.
Yeah, I want to scratch off, so I did good.
I gotta get a new job. I gotta call the jewelry store that I applied to probably tomorrow or the next day.
You applied for a jewelry store, really?
Yeah, I can't
You?
imagine a better job.
I'm not even arguing. I didn't expect you of all people to want to work at a jewelry store.
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
I don't know either.
That doesn't help me. I can't defend myself if you're making weird claims that you can't back up.
I'm just gonna play stupid.
General dislike of people.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm dealing with a different caliber of people that I'm normally dealing with. These are either people that are going to be nice or are going to be too nervous to be mean.
Or you're gonna get the really uppity a-hole.
Well, that's fine. You just point them in the direction of the most expensive thing, and if they don't want it, then that's fine. You just help them out. The faster you help people, the faster you never see them again. Which is easier to do in that kind of setting than it is in a gas station.
Fair enough.
There's nothing to do at a jewelry store. There's too much to do at a gas station, so those people will just not leave.
Yeah.
Plus, jewelry stores have been coming up with more customizable options, so if they have a bunch of goofy things they want, you just point them to the forums and say, alright, we'll get it to our guy.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
It's gonna cost you money, though.
What the heck was my pizza? I ordered it over 30 minutes ago.
Oh,
Naturally, just about everything do be costing money nowadays.
Yeah. Yes, it do be indeed.
I don't have that much of a disdain for people. It's just I have a very short patience level.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That sums you up to a T, dude.
Well, I have you know, I look at my patience as a pie graph. You get this little chunk of the pie graph, and if you spend all of your points, then you're going to be in a deficit, and I'm going to let you know about it. You can earn more points, but be careful.
You're the only. I think you're the only person I know who quantifies that as points.
Yeah, you have a certain. It's just like having a credit score. You have so much credit with me. You all start at 0. You can spend or gain as much as you want.
That's not how friendship works.
That's how it works for me.
That's not how friendship works, Mayor.
Why not? It's been working. I have friends. You can't tell me that's not how it works if it's working. If I do something the wrong way but still get the right answer, it doesn't matter.
Said
It's not.
high school boy in a math class.
It's not that I got the right answer. It's I got it in a way you didn't anticipate.
Yeah.
Said every boy in a high school math class.
I couldn't even anticipate the wrong way to get the right answer. I couldn't. I can't do math. Math is really, really hard. The ironic thing is I can do the hell out of statistics now, which is the hardest form of math because it's the religion of math. If you approach statistics and think that it's going to make sense and there's going to be rules for it, you're wrong. You literally have to just go in with absolute blind faith and just go, this works because I believe it works. And I have to believe that this works or I'm in trouble. And it works. But if you start questioning statistics, it falls apart really fast.
Yeah.
Again, just like atheism.
Really?
I could have poked fun at you, but I took a cheap shot at somebody else.
Fair enough. Love you, man. Golly.
You're questioning my ability to make friends, so I figure I'd pick on somebody I don't know.
I'm not questioning your ability to make friends. I'm just questioning why you run it as
As a credit card?
yes.
Because I've got a lot of things going on in my mind all at one time, so it makes it easier. I just have a big old leaderboard of all the people I ever met, and how you
Fair enough,
behave
man.
depends on where you end up on that board.
All right, fair enough. I'm not gonna argue with that one.
Like TW. TW is really up there. I like that guy.
Really?
TW is great. He's one of our best fans. He's always honest.
Yeah, I know he really is. That's the best thing.
I'm not even going to go into Thunder. Of course, I love Thunder more than anybody on the planet, so
You're kind of obligated to.
I'm not
But
obligated to.
yeah,
I think I've made my point that I'm not obligated to do anything.
If that's how you see it.
just because you're not good with your emotions doesn't mean you don't have them, buddy.
Oh, I know that, but that doesn't make. Even if I'm good or bad at them, that doesn't make them suddenly appear.
It just means you're. You got them. You're just not great at showing them.
They're hard to get. Beyond hungry or rage, it's very hard to get the other ones. I think that's just a chemical imbalance.
Claim all I got to do to mention how much of a hard time I'm having over here is tell you what boss I'm fighting, and you'll immediately feel bad for me.
Are you allowed to mention the boss?
Yeah.
Well, it's a strictly Kingdom Hearts boss. It's not from Disney, which is where the Yeah, fuck you. I finally
then,
beat him.
then yeah,
This
you're good to
entire
go.
time, this entire time since since I came back from the bathroom, I've been fighting the same boss. I've died like twice.
Oh, yeah.
But Flame, it's the juggler from Wonderland.
No! I hate him!
Yeah, he's definitely a fun one.
Look, I definitely understand. I may not have played the game, but I understand the sentiment. I went in way under leveled for one of the bosses in Elden Ring's DLC, and 450 attempts and 9 hours later, I
All
finally beat him.
all you need to know about the juggler and Alice in Wonderland and Kingdom Hearts is that his hitbox is, from your point of view, like 30 feet up in the air.
Oh, jeez.
Bull.
So you have to jump onto a table, jump off, smack him as many times as you can on your way down, and then keep doing that. Hitting him with magic, and then continuing.
Mm-hmm.
I got it.
And then he starts shooting fireballs at you, and the best thing you can do is like hide behind the chair in the room. I also should mention that from your point of view, he's like 50 feet tall, and you're like 6 inches tall. Because you've been, eat me, drink me, or eat me, whichever cookie made you smaller in Wonderland.
I gotta turn my image around. People are gonna think I'm a hateful monster. I'm good with things. I like the people that I like. I'm good to people.
He just wants you to think that, folks. He's really evil.
You're the last person on the planet that has any room to speak about me in those ways. In that way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
Mm.
You both are the last people on the planet that can speak to me that way.
I didn't say anything.
I know. I'm just saying to prove my point.
Oh,
Let it
don't.
be known, I didn't
I
say a
still,
word.
I still love you.
People have to remember that I'm playing a character when we do True Realms 2, though, because that person might be rough for a minute.
Oh God, your True Realms 2 guy is gonna.
Gonna be rough for a minute.
Oh yeah, I'm a little scared, but I'm also very excited.
I'm going to not. I'm going to do my best to not be mean, just unhelpful or quiet.
Well, I have I have a basic thing written for it, but I'm still
I can't wait
like
for us to get to that one.
True Realms 2 is gonna be True Realms 2. I'm changing up my writing a little bit, and the story is gonna be different. I can tell people that right now. Hey, story's gonna be different. It's gonna be a different thing and everything because it's a different continent, different rules to go by, different cultural stuff, all that.
Yeah,
You're
it
gonna
seems
learn a
great.
couple things. You're gonna learn a couple things that I've had set up in Rari and Rari that I wanted to set up, and with it being 20, I don't know how many years is Leviathan supposed to, or not Leviathan. How many years is your game supposed to take place after the um
How many years after True Realms?
yeah, your first True Realms?
I think we said 5 years
Yeah.
after.
And I think I'm gonna run the True Realms 2 game 20 years after Cathode is what I'm planning to do. Because I'm gonna let there be just a tiny bit of technology allowed, basically.
Great. Cell phones it is.
No,
Cell phones for everybody.
no. But I'm thinking about like
Beepers.
bringing in a clockwork and steampunk tech to more places.
Please don't do the typical steampunk thing.
What do you mean?
I Here's where the autism flows forth with the burning passion of 1,000 suns, but nothing pisses me off more than steampunk art because everything is asymmetrical.
We're not gonna do steampunk art. It's more just like some basic understandings. Basically, a way of like slapping a cover over and like, okay, guess what? This is how this works.
See, I like steampunk art, but the problem with it that I have is it seems to be asymmetrical for the purpose of being asymmetrical. Like, there's no reason most of it has to be asymmetrical. They're just doing it, and it makes me angry.
Yeah.
Like, there are things that are asymmetrical that are perfectly fine and I think are great, but they literally are just doing it to do it, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I understand.
I'll see my big problem with steampunk is that they do it wrong.
How so?
Well, people think steampunk just means slapping, gears and pipes on shit, but the gears and pipes have to come from something and go to something.
Right.
You know,
And that's the thing that drives me nuts. Is not only are they doing what you're saying, but they're just putting them wherever they're literally putting them in the dumbest spots.
okay, like a good example, you'll see like a steampunk top hat,
Oh,
and it'll
jeez.
have like goggles and like a little pipe or a gear sticking out of it, and it's like, okay, what are those for? What do they do? If it's just for aesthetics, no.
Yeah, if there's a pipe in your top hat, the top hat's coming off your head. It's
And then on
literally
top of
just
all
going to fall
that,
off.
if you're telling me there's a miniature steam engine in your hat, you're going to have a fuel source, a water source. And I don't know about you guys, but have you ever seen what happens with a runaway temperature variance on a steam vessel? It blows up.
I could do you one better. You'll also need a hell of a doctor because what is preventing your brain from turning into goo if you have a steam engine on your head?
Like, why in the world would you want a miniature steam engine on top of your head?
I don't want a steam engine near me, period, unless I'm working on it, which shouldn't be too much to ask for.
Let's see.
My
Wanna
character is
buy
actually immune to having their brain boiled because they have had a steam engine in their hat since they were just a wee lad. They had a steam engine in their bonnet, you see.
just
My brain
no.
ignores boiling temperature because I'm the main character of your story, didn't you know?
Just
I
no.
I hear the both of you trying not to have a stroke.
No, I just
I'm working really hard here.
Flames having flashbacks and Trucker's getting pissed off because the only thing that'll actually anger him is if you start outwardly denying proven science.
no, I just
The
your
moon
guys
landing
your
was
guys'
fake
anger
or
for
something.
the steampunk style hat. It made me laugh. I'm just
Look, steampunk is great when it's done
Correctly.
correctly.
trust.
One of
I
the
get
best,
it. I get it. But at this,
one of the best animated movies of all time is a movie that like sticks to the steampunk aesthetic, and it's called Steam Boy. Good luck trying to fucking find it
oh, I've seen
because
it.
you're gonna see shit like it'll tell you about it, but good luck trying to watch it.
You are the king of recommending or just talking about films or shows that you have to be in a time machine and go back to the early days to even find it at all.
Well, I have a DVD copy of Steam Boy that I've had since I was in middle school.
That's awesome.
So the next time you're out, we can watch it.
It's not like heavy metal, is it?
No, it's more like Spirited Away or Howl's Moving Castle.
Oh, that's cool.
But
I've
it's
seen it.
like
It's not bad.
it's set in England during the Victorian era.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Trucker once recommended an anime for me, and the only way to watch it is if you bought it. So I bought it, and I was still waiting for Amazon to send that to me, but eBay sent it to me, and I watched it at his house, and it was definitely worth buying it twice.
I think Hulu had Steam Boy at one point as well, actually.
That's actually incredible.
Yeah, because that's what I watched it on.
I don't know what's with these streaming services, but somebody should start streaming Bakano because that was really good.
Yeah, good luck.
That's in the exact caliber of Afro Samurai, where it tells its story and it gets out. It doesn't overstay its welcome, and it does a great job.
I bet if Hulu tried, they could probably get the rights to it.
No, because if I remember what Trucker... Oh my goodness, forget about this. We're going another 30 minutes. This will be a 2-hour special. We've got Chaos on here. That's incredible. Everybody, we can start the True Bants 4th of July special featuring Chaos Warlord. I've had the Control Z ready this whole time just in case. This is amazing.
Oh god.
I am so sorry. It took forever, guys.
It's not your fault.
It's all good, Chaos. We're waiting to shoot off the fireworks with you.
Yay!
You missed the 4th of July celebration.
Yeah.
Oh well.
So I'll ask the same question I asked them. You doing anything for the 4th of July, Chaos?
Aside from calling in an absence and using my protected pay time off, nothing.
Just like
Like,
the founding
frankly,
fathers intended.
And frankly, Wally is not worth devoting a full-on 4th of July for.
Damn.
I'll say it. Ugh.
Fortunately for me, I'm the new man on the totem, so I can get the day off if I really wanted to.
Oh, you can. You just aren't going to like it.
I'm not taking the day off. I need the money.
Not if you fall into the same trap everybody does with scratch off tickets, Flame. Buy another.
I'm not buying another scratch off. I bought one. I got lucky. I'm not dumb enough to buy another one.
Come on. That's what all gamblers say, but they always quit before they hit the big one.
I'm not a gambler.
You're literally the meme of the guy that's digging for diamonds and quits just as he's about one more pickaxe swing from hitting diamonds.
Why do
Don't
you
do
want
that
me
to
to
the
gamble?
man.
Why do you want me to start gambling so bad, man?
I don't know, I just like memeing gambling. I think it's great because people usually get very angry about anyone suggesting gambling for any reason.
Yeah.
It's right up there with making fun of alcoholics in my brain because I can quit anytime. I just got to hit the button on this slot machine
You
one more
gotta,
time.
come on, baby. I'm 400 deep, but I won 500 on one spin. That's not counting the rest of the money I put into this machine.
The children's college fund is gone, but I can get it back. I swear.
Look, I'm just putting my retirement savings on this. It's all right.
Hey, I worked 60 years for this retirement savings. It's my business how I spend it.
It took me 60 years to save it. It took me 15 minutes to lose it.
That's what I call a speed run. Any percent speed run back into the workforce. See, Chaos is a great example. You guys see me giving Chaos grief all of the time on camera now, but me and Chaos get along really well when we're not on camera.
We get along like a house on fire.
Yeah,
So which one's the fire is anyone's guess.
we we get along really well when we're not playing characters, but we're hoping to change that soon.
We are hoping for it, but we've just had every coincidence where it's always been our characters being morally opposed, or in Lucian's case, lack of moral opposition.
Uh, the weird thing is, which I can explain because in case people have missed it, Hoax just does not like people sleeping around, doesn't understand people sleeping around, so he finds you to be gross.
That's because he's never tried it.
Yes, that's a fact.
I guarantee, if Lucian ever got Hoax plastered and dragged into a brothel and just said, "Woman, give this man the marathon run."
You were playing when Hoax got you were still playing when Hoax got plastered. Hoax just ends up taking off his pants and going to bed. At least that's how Flame runs it.
You. Oh, goody. My pizza's here. Be back, guys.
But tell the people about yourself, Chaos. We haven't had a moment where people can just speak freely.
Honestly, I am behind the camera as I am the man in front of it. I might play up some shit every now and then, but I'm not necessarily the one to toot my own horn consistently. I might go "Burp, burp," every once in a while, but not full on. "Burp, burp."
Yeah, your characters are more of an egomaniac than you've ever been.
And that's why we love you.
I can project. Well, not project. Act. That's the word.
You can bring out you can make a parody of an aspect of yourself, which has basically been what I do for every character that I make. I find one aspect of myself, I'm like, how do I exaggerate the hell out of this?
Yeah. I can't wait to play in Kathos because I can't wait to play that guy because I built him off two specific emotions of mine that I don't touch a lot, so I really want to figure it out.
Well,
Repressed emotions? That's great.
you guys all kind of picked a weird theme of desperation, so the story's going to be pretty heavy, which is the goal.
Yeah, I'm not gonna act like. Here's the thing: when do adventurers normally do stuff if they're having a good life?
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Like, I don't mean to be rude, but I kind of that's like my least favorite trope. I'm like, hey, my life's perfect. You know what? I'm gonna throw it all away and go do stuff.
Yeah.
There's only like 2 or 3 tropes I've seen that make that work. One of them is like the youngest sibling of a large family. It's like, yeah, I'm like the youngest of like 11 kids. Mom and dad kind of said, all right, fuck it. We don't need you at the farm. Go do something else. And they ran away and did.
We don't need the extra mouth to feed. Get gone with you.
Oh, Chaos, I also informed everybody that you'll probably have to sue FromSoft because they have a boss called Rania, Saint of the Bud in the DLC, and, well, you are the Saint of the Bud, so...
Miyazaki! We're gonna have some words here.
I would not want to get even into a slight argument with that man.
That man's got a 3-point
No,
combo.
my only question will be, all I'll ever ask of him is let's just say this. Make this character inflict madness as a secondary affliction. Whatever affliction he does primarily, I don't care. Have madness be the second one.
This one's all rot.
Well, that's just wrong on all kinds of measures. But at the same time, I get the context. Same vein, though, doesn't change the fact that once I'm done going after my brother, who is the Souls veteran, and winning against him, Miyazaki, you're next.
That's one of my favorite things is the complete parallel of the Miyazakis. There's horror Miyazaki, who is sunshine and rainbows, and then there is but makes dark content, and then there's Studio Ghibli's Miyazaki, who makes puppies and rainbows content for the most part, but is the angriest, dreariest man on the planet. Some of his quotes are the greatest. I love him.
He is definitely a he's definitely a guy. I just love that video of like the one guy who kind of sort of works for Ghibli coming to him and is like, "How do you feel about, AI?" And then he's like, "It's the worst fucking thing ever."
Like, my favorite quote of his is this one right here: "Most of our world is rubbish." And he's just sitting there smoking a cigarette.
I mean, hey, it works.
Is he wrong though?
Not
Am I
really.
wrong, mother flippers?
Is he wrong though?
No, he is not. Oh God, I'm back.
He's a great guy. He's funny. How's your pizza flame?
It's good. I got
Was it worth the
sausage
wait?
mozzarella.
Sausage and mozzarella?
Yep.
Mm.
Not bad.
That sounds like some bougie ass pizza.
This is also a home pizza joint here in my town. They got some
Yeah,
bomb ass pizza.
bougie pizza.
Those are always the best.
Mm-hmm.
How is sausage and cheese bougie?
Nah, like the way they market it is like sausage and mozzarella. Is it like that? Like slightly off oval sliced mozzarella?
No.
No? Okay, then never mind. It's not bougie pizza.
This is melted into the pizza type.
What I mean, Mayor, is those like pizza bistros who do the whole mozzarella round and then they just
Oh,
slice it
yeah,
and
the
place
gentrified.
that on the pizza.
Yeah, the
Yeah, bougie.
gentrified places.
No, this ain't no gentrified place. This is the good old fashioned mom and pop shop that does it right.
Then I retract my derogatory bougie pizza statement.
Look,
Well, Chaos, if you could tell the fans one thing, what would you tell them right now? If they were here with us.
What one thing would I tell?
Watch this drive.
Yeah, watch this try.
Don't believe everything you see and doubt everything you hear.
There you
Do
have
not
it.
be taught. Do not be taught what to think. Be taught how to
Learn
think.
how to act.
Don't be taught. Don't be taught how to think. Think how you to be taught.
Mm.
Yeah. That's a little wisdom for you from our 46th president. That's not a,
something about beta calf care and
every.
something about his butt's been wiped.
We're all cooked.
we're all doomed.
It's over.
I mean, think of it this way, though. they're replacing him with the man who is in charge of Cali. We're really fucked.
That's not official yet. Please don't crush my hopes and dreams by saying that.
I'm keeping my finger on the pulse more often than you guys.
Yeah,
My God, no, you don't.
you're never going to beat Trucker. Trucker's got all day.
Yeah, he's got
I
all day.
got,
I only 8 hours.
Hey,
I got, I got all day, and I have an absolute just desire to be angry about stuff.
In my defense, I know more about European politics at this point because of Count Dankula than I do our own.
Yeah.
Dank is
I mean,
further
we can
proof that
keep
when
track
you're
of the world.
not. Dank is further proof that when you're not my size, if you've had a beard for years and then you shave it, you look a hell of a lot skinnier. Because he does now. Almost alarmingly so.
I know more about what's happening in Florida because of one YouTuber, Big Juicy, because he's decided to he started to do his own little bit where he goes over news that has happened in Florida, specifically that entitles the law.
I do like that in a world where politics has mattered most, we all have very niche, unhelpful interests.
Yeah.
Here's something that Flame likes. Flame follows something that's almost 2,000 miles away from him. I'm following things from 4,000 miles, not even in the same country.
Yeah, but it's entertaining. If they're good at their job and they make it entertaining, it doesn't matter.
Oh, that's fair. I just find it comical.
No. Not this fight. No. Not this boss fight. No.
Which boss
Which
is it,
boss
Trucker?
Cerberus.
Oh, get the fuck out of there. Get out of there. You're going to get your ass kicked.
I'm not to it yet. I just arrived at the Hercules world, but I know it's coming.
What are you going to run
Wait,
against him? What are you running
what
against
game
him,
is he
dude?
playing?
He's playing
Kingdom
Kingdom
Hearts.
Hearts.
Ah,
Hey, Chaos. Real question for you. Did you ever play Mega Man Battle Network growing up?
no.
Damn it!
I
That's
played Mega Man
Playing
X Zero.
this game?
Chaos is more in tune to complete niche things than anybody else here.
Unfortunately, as my brother put it one time, I'm a hipster. As much as I wanted to throttle him when he said that.
Yeah, but you're not. You have the interests of a hipster without it being your personality.
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with that. You're not annoying.
Yeah, for one thing, I know what I like, and I'm not going to force other people to like it or hate it. I'm just going to be like, hey, you guys play this? No? Oh, well.
I think the only thing that you're a true hipster about really is anime. Like, you know the nichest animes of all time. Sometimes
I
I
don't
swear
know.
you're just spouting off
Me and
Japanese things at me and expecting me to fall into a trap.
me and
Yeah.
Chaos could probably get tied in a fight over that one.
It'd be
Yeah.
very interesting. I thought about trying to do a weird debates version of this show where we just pick somebody to be a judge and start arguing about stupid topics, and the winner just advances to the next guy. The loser takes over as judge.
The problem is we'd have to have someone who'd be unbiased. And everyone here is a little biased because we know each other.
I
I could be unbiased.
I can be pretty unbiased if I had to be.
No, I wouldn't trust you as the judge. I'm sorry.
That's a little bizarre.
It's just because I know you too well, dude.
You don't think I could be unbiased?
I think you could.
No, I honestly don't. I don't think anyone in this group could be unbiased if we came to a situation like that.
It
Simply
hurts my
because of
feelings
how
a
well
little
we know.
bit.
There's just
I can
certain.
fully understand I can be biased and also based.
Yeah, you're extremely based at some of the most inappropriate times I've ever seen. It makes me smile.
I'm glad I can just bring absolute based hilarity whenever I can.
You've hit me with some like I've heard a lot of things in 26 years, but you hit me with some things where I'm like, whoa, I'm not expecting that from you.
Because I've been around for 29 years, boy.
Oh, I'm talking to my
All right,
elder.
Grandpa, now.
Back in my day, shit used to be good. Now we have to put some effort into it, and it still comes out like crap.
So what I'm hearing is we've got great granddad, granddad, uncle, and little baby guy.
Who's the little
Ugh.
baby guy?
You.
That's still
Snapchat
so
closed.
surprising. I'm the youngest one in this group. You and I aren't even a full year apart, though, Mayor.
That's still too far. It's like I don't even know you. We just can't relate. We're part of two different generations.
Is what it is. It doesn't bother me
Like,
nearly.
I was gonna say, just let me have my fun.
I'm letting you have your damn fun.
I know. Settle down.
Never.
You get so wound up about everything, you're gonna have a heart attack.
Good.
It's so easy to wind them up, though. That's a thing.
Yeah, you and I know that better
We
than anybody else.
All we
That's
got
the
to do
point.
is wind him up enough so where he goes off on his own.
All you and I have to do is get an hour alone to plan something.
I mean, I can stop getting wound up if you really want me to.
No.
I do it because it's fun.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, I think
No.
that's what makes it
so much
worth it.
fun.
Yeah, it makes it worth
Yeah.
it for us.
If I just stopped, you guys would get nothing out of it, and we'd honestly not have any fun with it. It's just easy for me to get wound up because I can control it a lot easier than other people, and it's just like get wound up, Flame. Everyone enjoys it. Okay, I'm gonna get wound up.
That's kind of the problem and the fickle nature of just being in entertainment together. You have people that'll come up to you and go, "Oh, I really love when you do this," and you're like, "Okay, well, I can do that more. You know, I have a way to do it more, but still be natural." You do it a couple extra times, and people are like, "Wow, that guy is annoying or a prick. I can't believe he would keep doing this." It's like
Yeah,
that's literally what you asked for. I don't know how to help you, guy.
That's the problem. You listen to the minority, and the majority starts voicing their opinion. You don't listen to minority, and then the minority becomes the majority. So
Eh,
we got to listen to them in pieces. Go, okay, we'll take it under advisement. We might try it a little bit later. If not, meh.
I'm not, like I said earlier, I don't plan to change who I am just for a little fame. I'm happy with who I am.
Same.
no point in doing it.
I think I'm great.
I'll be the merry little mad lad that I always am to the day I die.
I think
And if
everybody
that means getting into a scooter and just going Mario Kart through through a nursing home, then goddamn it, I will.
I think everybody in this call is perfect the way they are.
Thanks for that. Makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
You take things too personal.
And it's a personal flaw.
I get defensive. That's my deal. The moment anyone tries to be critical with me, I get super snappy and defensive.
Oh,
Uh I do the same thing, but instead of just getting snappy and defensive, I sit there and go, okay, if it's that's my flaw, and you're comfortable mentioning that. Well, here's a list of things that I've noticed about you that you probably haven't noticed. So here's my dossier on you. If you want to play this game, we're gonna play this game.
So you're toxic?
Yes,
Yes.
I've worked on it though. I am a lot better. I used to do it all the time, but that's because I couldn't handle criticism as well, and I've worked on it. I can handle the criticism, and I just go here. I've turned it around to okay, I understand what you're saying, and this is why I do it that way, and I don't know if I can fix it, but I'll try.
Yeah.
I've yeah, I turned it around. That's how I that's how I used to be. It was just funnier to mention it for the ha-has.
I forgot that there's a cap on this level. You have to go to this one first. Tarzan World, I go. Shit.
What, you don't want to
Wait, do you have to
listen to
fight the lot in there?
you don't want to listen to Phil Collins?
No, we're kind of like doing it. You go Wonderland, Tarzan, and then Hercules, and that opens things up for you a little bit down the line.
Well, Chaos, you're never on the show. Do you have a topic you've always wanted to bring up? This will be good to add a tangent into this episode.
Yeah.
Because we haven't had any of those.
Yeah, we've been pretty on topic, honestly.
Yeah,
Here's a
really?
question for you guys.
Uh-oh.
What is the one sound? What out of all the games you guys have played, undoubtedly, what is the one sound that is just guaranteed to make the hairs on your neck just stand up because you know there's something nearby? For me, it's a toss up between the breathing from the regenerators from Resident Evil 4 and the crying of the witches in Left 4 Dead 2.
I got
Because
one worse.
I went through the sugar mill mission. Oh dear lord, there were so many witches. I could not stop hearing their incessant crying throughout the whole thing. And since they were spaced out just far enough that their cries were overlaying each other and
Oh no.
throwing my own ability to track, okay, that one's coming from that way, that one's coming from that way. The fact that they were overlapping, I was losing track of where one was and the other was. How about you guys?
Radio Static, Silent Hill 2.
Ooh, that's a strong one. What's the worst experience that made the hairs on your neck stand on end, Trucker?
You just said it.
Yeah, that was Trucker.
I mean, what moment made it the most?
Oh, okay. Out of that particular thing.
Yes.
This is gonna make me sound like a big scaredy baby, but your first encounter, after you've parked the car and you start walking, you climb through that gate, because that's the first thing you encounter in Silent Hill 2, right? It's your first enemy. You don't really have anything to fight it with, and you just hear, walkie-talkie radio static, and it really just. The first time I tried to play Silent Hill 2, I immediately quit.
Perfectly understandable.
I
What
had
about
to
you,
go
Mick?
back to it.
For me, it's kind of hard. It's not a whole lot of. I can't remember a whole lot of games that really freaked me out, but I think the visual that usually gets to me, especially since I've been playing Elden Ring a bunch, is you've been invaded, and it's like, oh, where the hell is it? Where is the invader?
Ah, yes. getting you've been invaded by.
Goopy McGooperson, the knife-handed weirdo, and it's like, make it stop.
Or those one, or my personal favorite, you've been invaded by Incubus. Okay, what's this guy's deal? Throws out that lightning powder that just one shots you. Oh, that's what his deal was.
Or even better yet, Nihil from Mog.
Oh, just hearing him count down, and that fucking voice of his. Tres, dos, unas.
The worst.
You can probably hear your own clock ticking down as he says that.
Yeah, because it only takes 3 shots till you die.
What about you, Flame?
Silence and Dead Space.
Oh, when you're
That
walking through a vacuum.
yeah, when you're walking through the vacuum, or specifically when it's like it's that silence just before something attacks, and you're like all the background noise kind of dies for a second. You're like, oh fuck, something's coming. You know something's coming.
Yeah, the fade out when you know that something's coming in fast on you and you don't know where it is. But then you see the camera zooming in on your guy and you're like, no, 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 I want to see where it's coming from.
Yeah, because Dead Space was the first ever horror game I ever played. In my
Same.
my English class, we had to do and the wisdom of my teacher, like each of you are gonna pick a word and you have to make like a presentation about what that word means and how it affects people. And
You
one of the
picked fear, didn't you?
I got given fear. I was given fear. Well, my choices were fear, love, and I can't remember what the third one was, but I didn't care about the other two, love or whatever the other one was. I picked fear because I was like, okay, I got something for fear.
What'd you do?
So, one of the girls talked the teacher into letting us be like, you can put music on your show. And I was like, okay, I know what I'm doing for music. I put the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star song from Dead Space on it. And I used I used the Dead Space game as some of my representatives for fear and explained it to people.
I'm unfamiliar.
You madman.
Oh, I made one of the girls in the class cry. She was so scared.
Oh, tell me you at least had a picture of the fucking regenerator.
You know I did.
Oh yes.
You gotta play it right.
Yeah, you gotta do it just right. You gotta really sell just how messed up nightmare fuel these guys are.
I had to explain to him that the bodies that they used for this, the creator that made it, used car crash victims as references.
Jeez.
Yeah, dude, Dead Space is fucked up.
That is dark as
Yeah, I
hell.
played Dead Space 1 for like the original, not the remake. When I first played the original, I was just completely lost. And my brother, who had beaten all 3 Dead Spaces, was trying to walk me through it. I was just I was doing decently well. I was quick to catch on to when I was getting snuck up on, and to a point where even he was surprised by it. But
Have a
once he already jumps from those guys that are stuck on the wall that you hear shrieking in agony before either "Buddy" or arm.
Oh, I've got another sound that gives me great
I have
fear.
a
What's your?
yeah, I have a second answer. Not I've thought about it.
Yeah,
All right then,
mine
Mayor
is
first, then Tucker.
mine's when you get a notification that says that Bethesda has an announcement, and you know damn good and well that Todd Howard is still going to be withholding Elder Scrolls 6. That usually just puts you in a bad mood. That's always a bad feeling.
Hmm.
That clown. I love that man. He's a dick.
Yeah.
What was yours, Trucker?
It's not so much a sound as it is a setting. Um, the terror-inducing sight of an empty hallway,
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
because there's a very specific game that comes from, and oddly enough, the name of the game is Fear.
I mean,
Specifically, Fear 2 in the school.
it's like the same with like any video game where it's like you get to like a safe area that's got a shite load of safe stuff. It's like here's a safe space. Here you can
Here's some
get
ammo.
the ammo and all
Here's some
that stuff.
meds. Here's some crafting supplies. Yay! Wait, why is there so many supplies here?
Yeah.
That instant surprise moment of, wait a minute, this is a setup.
They're
This is a
preparing
buildup.
me for something.
Yeah, and you're like, no, no, no.
Actually, I just had another thought now that I think about it. I'm Freddy.
What?
Five
What?
Nights at fucking Freddy's. Hearing Freddy
Oh,
fucking laugh.
the
Never.
music box. The music box is worse.
The music box is terrifying in every context.
Not wrong. But I just associate Freddy with the worst of it. Because he was always right there.
There's a few music boxes that aren't terrifyingly bad.
I like music boxes, but they've been ruined for me because of video games and stuff like that. Because now you associate them with like horror more than you should.
Except for Davy Jones in Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's
Yeah.
one. That
That's one instance where it's more heartwarming than anything.
No, I wouldn't say heartwarming.
Heartwarming.
Heartwarming is not the word I would use.
Warming to the point of shattering, sure.
But then, like the reprise of it later on in the show makes it a little less. So
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's another thought that I've had for a while that I've never really gotten out is you guys remember that weird time period between like 2015 and 2017 where every horror movie, no matter what the subject was, somehow involved a Ouija board?
Yeah, that
My
cheap knockoff stuff.
my absolute favorite thing about that is it doesn't matter what religion you follow. Uh, you have your God, who is first, the first being ever, hands down. Then, you know, they always follow Christianity, so you got to go by the Bible. There's God, then the angels, then Adam and Eve. But then the angels, you know, spring out some demons, and then, you know, the devil. So you got to go from there all the way up to 2015 or 2017, somewhere in between there, because that's when the movies take place. How many countless people have died in between, and these goobers always have a family member or a friend that dies, and they're trying to contact their friend or family member that's died through this Ouija board, and they always look like they're just shocked, absolutely astounded that they get a demon. It's like you have a better chance of contacting Stalin than you do your dead grandma, you jackass. How could you possibly be shocked that the fresh soul in the infinity that is the afterlife did not answer you?
It's not like there are others just lying in wait, waiting for someone dumb enough to try it.
It's not like they're just sitting around and waiting for a phone call and like, hey, Martha, your grandkid's back on the line.
I'm sorry to say it, folks. If you're dumb enough to try using a Ouija board to contact someone who just died, you
You have
deserve to get the Darwin treatment and get wiped out of the evolutionary gene pool.
yeah, that is the. It's just so stupid. Like, how could you be shocked that you got a demon? How? They've been around. They're the third oldest being ever. Ever. They have more power than your just dead 6 months ago best friend. What the hell are we doing here? It's the dumbest trope.
Ah, well.
It's just like that moist critical joke. Brother, you went to the poop store and you're asking where the pee is.
I beg thy pardon, good sir. That's a new one.
Well, it's moist critical, so yeah. You don't watch him. That's on you.
I've watched a couple of his stuff now. Actually, I don't hate
I'm
him.
not great. I just keep up peripherally. I just
Yeah,
binge his shit whenever I can.
Where are you? I'm at soup.
You're at soup.
I'm at soup.
Why are you shopping for clothes at the soup store? Fuck you.
What is your man? I'm so lost.
Oh, why? I can't believe I'm forgetting that dinosaur that you referenced yesterday, Trucker. That old school meme. The Placerodon or whatever the hell it was.
Leoplerodon.
Leoplerodon!
He's a magical Leoplerodon, Charlie.
I can't wait for people to see that one. That's what derailed the entire session.
It is because I was trying to take it serious, and then people started that, and I broke.
The magic Leoplerodon and the F1. What's the challenge rating of an F-150 was what
150?
destroyed the destroyed the whole thing.
It's
Uh,
hilarious.
Can we
I
polymorph Deimos into an F-150?
want
Unfortunately,
to kill that
oh,
stuff there with a
yeah.
Ford F-150.
I like Sheep said, I had also been trying to work in the F-150 bit for a minute. I just finally got my window.
The sad thing is we can't, because constructs can't be polymorph.
Well, and there's no rubber tires because we're in the Middle Ages.
I mean, we could have done wooden.
A wooden F-150, that's great.
No, guys. Tank treads.
Hey, that's even harder.
Caterpillar treads.
Can we
Giving this
Well,
man ideas.
Can we polymorph Deimos into a Komatsu?
Maybe?
Specifically a D355A.
Yeah, the D3558 Komatsu bulldozer.
Make way!
Maybe.
We have to deal with the fact that several of our viewers may not know that reference. I don't know if we're comfortable enough here to enlighten you. Because we could get in trouble.
No, we can't. So many
Trouble
people
with
talk
you,
about that
fool.
all the time.
If you're sure.
Speaking of that, though, how far away was Granby from where you live? We should have gone there.
It was a couple hours.
Oh, yeah, that's why we didn't go. That's right.
It's a couple hour drive.
Trucker and I had that moment of, because we were talking a lot by ourselves when I was planning my trip down there, but me and Trucker had that you're hanging out with your friend too long, so you start planning a road trip phase. And he's like, "We could go to the Grand Canyon." I'm like, "That would be dope." And we were sitting there getting hyped about the Grand Canyon, and not one of us thought to look how far away it would have been.
Yeah. Did I just hear the kitty?
Yeah, that's Castle having a fit.
Oh, what does Castle want?
Food, because I'm supposed to be feeding them right now. And
So bio break just for food.
well, I mean, the episode is 2 hours long. I don't know if we should push it much further.
Yeah, no disrespect, Cass, but you came in basically on the tail end of this thing.
I know. I saw it and I was like, might as well poke my head in.
We gotta
I mean,
get you
you
in
got
for a
it.
solid episode next time.
Next
I'd like
time.
to get, I'd like to get Mr. Martincini in for one.
Yeah, that would be
Ooh.
crazy.
The thing is, you're probably gonna have to do it without me then,
Yeah,
because just my work.
dealing with time tables.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, hopefully you can stand the fact that this one is 2 hours long. We finally did get Chaos, which was great, and happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th. Sorry I'm late.
Oh, you're fine.